rough scheduling seas last time, but we are back again. Voyage of the Fallen Star, episode 27, if I remember correctly. Uh, we've been adventuring quite a while now, and our party is climbing the tallest structure uh, in the on the the continental and oceans besides of the Great Sea. And there's nothing taller than this thing, and they are trying to get to the top of it, and they are pretty close to nearing it. The air has just grown so cold, and the wind biting. It was very fortunate they convinced all the pilgrims at the Tide Watch Tower to give them their robes for extra layers of clothing to protect from this cold. And most recently, Bungo is still suffering from the affliction of mummy rot, and most recently, at the hands of this interred giant, which they disturbed, that had been wrapped in all these spell scrolls, and luckily Varanus was able to save Kylam from the same fate. Bungo, however, had to, in order to maintain integrity of his person, he had to borrow, let's say, borrow something. Um, but he was able to maintain that. But finally, after the long day of climbing since the encounter with the ash spirit and the mummy, that magic is faded, and so Bungo, you start collapsing, just sort of barely able to move, um, or do anything else. So you are incapacitated because those 5 extra hit points from the aid spell go away. So you're just sitting there like at 0 hit points, sort of your skin still all blistering and peeling in gross colors and layers.
Thanks, I hate it.
Yeah. And why you're here, right? So that is pretty much the worst that has happened. I mean, we've sustained some pretty bad major injuries and such, but that is pretty much the worst fate that's gone on, because slowly Bungo's just flesh will be eaten away till there's nothing left, if he cannot find the restoration for this curse. So you are ascending the spur, one, because the astral compass that points towards Star Metal seems to indicate that there is Star Metal above. Two, Aurora Lux, daughter of Lux, the Red Empress, tasked you with investigating what was happening above, because there's been some commotion going on, what with the Tide Watch Great Ascension, where bunches of pilgrims disappeared. And after investigating that, you guys found out what it was, these cloud golems that descended upon the temple and carried people away, including the replacement priestess, Sister Selka, along with many pilgrims. So you have now taken to ascend the top half of the spur, the half that is rarely trodden, or hasn't been so in many centuries. Um, so it is much more, well, dangerous and pathless. So you guys had hard climbing. Yes, you tangled with this demon and this mummy, and then as the light was fading, you came upon these broken cliffs, right? And you had to use your climbing skills and wit, led by Sweets, to make it to these place with more stable shelter as night was coming on. But below, you had seen a griffin's nest and a griffin therein, and using Bolo Tintugger, an artificer dwarf who is also at the temple, he's agreed to accompany you. in order to test out his mechanical wings. Bolo made a little device that lured the griffin away, and Kylam was able to expertly scurry down the hill, clamoring with his blades, uh, and making it to the nest with ease and gathering 4 eggs before climbing back to the little cave you guys had found. And in this cave, well, you feel that there's a bounty of healing magic, so I believe you all had taken a short rest. Um, and I think I had forgotten to mention this. You feel the healing at twice the rate. So you guys, I'm gonna have you restore half of your hit dice, um, if you're missing any. As this shrine, is
Cool.
especially restorative. Um, However,
do I get any hit die back?
yeah, you get hit die, but
I just can't spend them.
Right, you try to spend them, nothing happens. You've got other things to spend hit die on, of course.
True.
So, with the griffin gone and night has now settled, it is pitch black out here, of course, because you are so far away from any light source except sun and the stars. But you notice these thick clouds above, not too far away, seem to obscure a lot of it. But you've now recovered these 4 eggs. You're making your way upward, but you've climbed a full day, and night has fallen.
All right. So yeah, I've got like the 4 griffin eggs. I'm like, we should probably like get out of here. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
You could hatch a griffin from it?
Yes. And
Does it
train.
need to be kept warm?
It's
We'll make Varanus carry them.
Oh yeah, sure.
He probably runs hot.
Yeah, well, or scales do a pretty good job of keeping the heat inside.
I think.
But, yeah. Well, he's already carrying.
Maybe we just make him stay here and and sit on them.
So close to the nest.
I was just trying to. Now. All right. Yes. Where's Varanus? He's sitting on the eggs. Okay, never mind. I am curious though. Like, would they be compromised if we just had them banging around in a bag and they're not being warmed?
If we pack them tight, yeah, I could run hot.
Okay, sounds good. All right, yeah. Can we
start? Incubator, what a name.
I'll pop my head out and maybe have a look. See, the coast seems clear. We can start making our way up.
Give me a perception check.
You bet. All right. Hold on. Let me make sure I don't have advantage turned on. All right.
Nice.
17?
You catch the glint of moonlight on wings, but it looks like it's pretty far out from the spur right now. And who knows? It could be some sort of bird or griffin. But this distance, it's hard to tell.
Okay. Same.
And
I think I
it is
might
night.
see something, but it's too far for me to tell. Does the captain have like a spyglass?
I don't
You
think
didn't bring it with you?
they're expensive.
No, we didn't take that.
I said we have one. I thought on the ship. Yeah, we didn't bring it. That would have been a cool thing though, just to look from this high.
If we're gonna press on though, someone's gonna need to carry Bungo.
Oh, yeah, I go back.
Run.
I'm fine. Don't mind me.
How about this? Can I turn into a mountain goat and then sort of like put Bungo on my back?
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
mean,
love
this
Will he
area
get mummy rot?
is much steeper. Someone needs to make an Arcana check for if that is transferred.
Oh. I
But
will
yes,
see.
No volunteers.
You'd be able to turn into this fine goat.
I'm useless. For
All
an
right,
Arcana.
that's pretty Arcana.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh wow. Yeah. You think no, because it is a curse.
Got it.
Yeah, it's not something that would transfer so easily.
Cool. Well, I will turn into a goat. Stick him on up there.
Excellent. Cool. Bungo, you are to front. On this goat. All right, but because everyone's had a full day of climbing, we're gonna need some constitution-based athletics checks. And this is also pushing it, so failure could mean exhaustion.
Zach, given that this is a hard climb,
Yes.
I would like to blow a spell slot on enhance ability.
Ooh,
Get some constitution. It doesn't
I
like
see.
nice.
because I'm carrying like a really like plump halfling on my back.
Hey, I have a very good, body fat ratio for a halfling.
I mean, you feel pretty heavy to me.
I'm dense.
Whoa.
It's muscle. Yeah, I'm swole.
Could I also maybe to further? I could do my sage advice and be like, all right, it looks like that would be and then at least that'll make one check they can add their proficiency bonus to.
Cool. Since you chose Bear's Endurance, you also get 2d6 temporary hit points.
Yay!
Which last for 1 hour or until you break concentration.
Yeah, 4 temp hit points, great. But hopefully it helps me lug this halfling up the cliff. This is athletics.
Yeah. So how are we making this roll?
So roll with your Constitution ability score. Yeah.
And then add. Or add nothing.
Well, he said athletics. So you if you have an athletics modifier,
use
you're looking for
your
a constitution
athletics.
modifier plus athletics modifier plus
Okay,
d20.
that's what I was curious. Okay. All right. I don't. So here we go.
And unfortunately, Bungo can't even muster up enough to use a shanty because bonus actions are denied.
My pipes are too dry, man. I can't.
that's
I can't
sad.
think.
I also rolled a 3, putting me at the epic 7 on this. So
Wow. The rough go of it here.
Luckily, the captain is able to push on fairly well. Let's see.
I'll captain my captain.
Yeah.
I say to the goat.
The goat bleeds.
Next is Varanus too. Ooh, almost a 1. But Varanus is pushing very hard. In fact, he's even though he's carrying so much weight, with he's carrying the giant mason's tools, right? Those were worth a lot of money, as well as the griffin eggs. But his claws are just really able to help him up, and he's motivated because he also feels bad because he and the captain failed to cast the restoration on Bungo.
I don't hear Bunko complaining.
I don't think we can say anything.
Yeah. I was mummy rotted like 5 minutes ago, so like I don't know why I'm like poking fun at this.
All right. So, unfortunately, Kylum, you take a level of exhaustion after this climb. Which we are using new house rules for exhaustion, so that's basically just -2 to, all your kind of rolls.
Okay. I will do my best to remember that.
But if you go to the conditions and scroll down, -2 on ability checks, attack rolls, saving throws. All right, so you guys push on for at least a couple hours, led by Varanus. And well, someone give me a survival check to see like how long you think, or how do you think to evade.
Jeez, Omar, and the
Of
rolls
course,
today.
Of course, the captain.
And the nat
and
20s.
his Uncanny knowledge. So you think you would need at least another hour stretch of climbing?
Is that like another good push?
Yeah.
So let's do it.
Yeah, I think we should.
All right. Remember, though, your enhance ability spell has lapsed.
Um,
Here I go.
you can try one again.
10.
This
It's
time, Sweetness, your arms and legs start burning. It was, it's getting harder and harder to keep pulling yourself up the side of the spire, especially at night. That was that. That was Omar. Captain, my captain.
Austin, what have you done to your roll 20?
I'm just good at the game.
Yeah, I guess. It's 3 nat 20s in a row.
And Varanus is keeping right up with that goat. Also note that the goat in this terrain, does particularly.
Oh, come on.
That's yikes.
I'm still feeling the sickness of the mummy rot, like
I guess internally you really are.
I thought I was back to 100%, but like what's my stamina just isn't there. Like I probably needed a few more days of rest, but we don't have time to rest. We got to climb the spire.
Yeah, you're pushing.
Yeah.
So now you move at half speed, as well as -2 on those rolls.
Cool.
Situation.
Why are you you're going so fast?
But finally, Captain, just as you get the intuition, you know that you've made it out of the Griffin's sort of immediate territory. The clouds start moving in, and a little rain begins to fall on the side of the spur. But you guys are able to find another little niche. A nice convenient spot to rest your head. The rain quickly passes, only lasting, 30 minutes or so. But you think it also helps to erase the signs of your passage, or at least your smell, perhaps.
I certainly appreciate the opportunity to take a break. Like he says, let's stay here. Yeah. Oh God.
Oh God.
Why did nobody tell me climbing mountains was so hard?
We're not climbing a mountain.
Well,
this is
Tyler,
worse.
You are,
This
you
is
are
a
also
pillar.
freezing.
I think the pilgrims actually did say it was hard.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
I think it's pretty easy when you're the goat.
I like the double meaning there.
The goat
I
goat.
don't
Yeah, that's good.
I could.
A surprisingly clean pun on your part.
Yeah, that was obviously like the best thing you've ever made. I assume it was unintentional.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bungo. So if you guys want to rest here, are you guys leaving a watch? I mean, obviously you've got your trancing elves.
We can just alternatingly trance, and I think we'll be okay.
Yeah, I think we've always gone with transplant, and I don't think we would change that here. Maybe in some case where we really know we have to be on watch, we might do it different. But I think our default is just to rely on trances.
All right. So you guys can restore your stuff. Bungo, however, I will need you to roll me. I believe it is 3d6.
Sure. 3d6. We're going old school. Oh, pretty good.
No, that
No,
is
wait,
the number
I
of
don't want to roll low.
max hit points that you lose.
What?
Tabarnak.
I was so happy. I was like, 16. Well, this is so above average. Look at that.
Holy shit. So that's how much max HP I lose?
So mark down your normal max HP
Yes.
somewhere.
Yes, I will keep a record.
Yeah, wow. The extra long climb, you were just out in the elements. Your little body, is not only shriveling, but it's freezing. You think you've got severe frostbite on several parts of your body now, as the flesh is just being.
Guys, Bungo looks like he's in bad shape.
Yeah, so I, just for the record, so I have 40 HP max, so this is over 25% of my health is just...
Yeah, it's almost a third.
I'm withering away.
Well, I think that 40 includes the 5 from aid.
Oh, you're right, it does.
Yeah.
Okay, over a third.
So when you don't have aid on, yeah.
My max is 35, so I'm down to 19.
For your total hit points?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I hope like
Don't get bitten by mummies or cursed by
a
mummies.
god up here to heal you.
By the way, do I lose my exhaustion? Or I think one level?
You lose 1 level of exhaustion. Yes. The night passes. Well, who had the second watch?
I guess I'll take second watch.
Yeah, I would have been first watch.
All right. Hylam, you noticed, as it's getting, it was still an hour out from dawn, the barest hint of twilight caresses the horizon. This slight purpling, but only because your elf eyes are, keen to see it, even in your trance state. What passes in has been passing in your trance as of late?
Well, I mean, right now it's at the minute that I woke up, I saw that. But I guess, yeah, because I'm the second watch, right? So, like,
Mhm.
I've already kind of rested, and I'm kind of, like, coming out of the trance. First thing I did was check on Bungo, because I know how debilitating the mummy rod is. And I'm just like, oh, shit, like, can I help him? Like, is there something I can do to remove this curse or fix this? And I don't think so, right? Can't think of anything. But
Right.
I'm trying to rack my brain on it, and it's pretty agitating, right?
Well, I mean, you know, just powerful restorative magic.
yeah,
Right.
but I know that I have some restorative magic, right? I'm being like, if I like super lay on hands, like, can we like make this happen? But I also know that it's not going to work. Like, we tried this, we've kind of been through our options already, and we know it doesn't work. But I'm like, why can't I do this, right? I should be able to, or can I get stronger and do this, or can I find a way to do this? Because right now, I don't, you know, I don't want to see Bungo wither away into nothingness on this mountain.
Yeah. So as you're sort of, you know, maybe not consciously, but looking for a sign, right? Looking for something that might help. You notice that a cloud, a particular, you know, pretty small cloud bank, is moving fairly directly towards the side of the spur. Coming from, you know, up and away, right? Like coming from, you know, up a cloud bank above, sort of like gradually broke off, it seemed, and is now descending to sort of meet the spur in your general direction. Of course, you'd need to make, right, your general direction.
Wow. Well, okay. You know, I'm starting to put a little bit of 2 and 2 together here, and remembering that we fought some cloud monsters not too long ago, or fog monsters or something.
Yeah.
But as I see that happening, I guess I go over to the captain, and I like start to shake him out of his trance, and I'm like, Captain, something strange in the clouds over there.
The captain will attempt to use his knowledge of nature to detect what. Oh, nope, it's fucking fine. Don't worry about it.
This is right. It's just normal.
Yeah, it's just a cloud. The cloud column. Go
back
back
to
to watch.
Well, I mean, the captain would know better than I would, so I'm not gonna like go to sleep. Like, I'll let the captain rest off. I'll keep my eyes open, but I'm not gonna like wake up the rest of the party for no reason.
Yeah. Well, the cloud continues to slowly descend toward the spur, and you see it comes closer and closer, and it's above you, and then it just sort of caresses right up next to the spur and stops, probably 300 feet above where you guys are, and sort of, you know, almost directly above. So this cloud is just blocking the way above you.
I knew I should have
The cloud
studied Elven
itself
meteorology.
is
That's crazy.
like, yeah, the cloud itself is only like maybe 100 feet across, you can see.
Right.
But so it's not like huge.
But a cloud just sort of like detached and is like stuck to the side of the spire here.
Yeah.
Huh. I mean, I'll keep an eye on it.
Yeah. I mean, for the rest of your watch, it sort of just lingers there.
Yeah. Okay. Weird.
Even as dawn breaks.
Like it's watching us.
It's a cloud.
Is there when we wake up, we see this cloud?
Yeah. When you all wake up, I mean, I'll certainly show it to you.
Okay. First thing is the wind blowing. Like,
Yeah.
is there a sense that like it
It is
should be
clearly
moving?
an unnatural cloud.
Actually, as you stick your head out and ask that question, almost an answer, the wind all around you just seems to sort of quiet down, cease. And now it's utterly
what?
Quiet.
Oh my god. Fuck.
I thought it was good, Zach. 10 out of 10. I am going to turn into a tiny little sparrow. And I
Okay.
will split up and around and try to investigate what the hell is going on with this cloud.
All right, I'll move your Omaran token.
Guys turning into animals is really fun.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Can you imagine if they ever got rid of that ability from a druid?
Oh, that was good. All right. Why can't you see that? I need light sources, apparently. Nice. Here we go. Boop, boop. I can't. Have you guys been able to see the map?
I mean, I'm still on the old map.
The cliffs, right?
Yeah, the cliffs.
You guys can see the cliffs? Why?
Yeah.
Can't Warren see over here? Oh wait, Austin, can you see down here?
I can see my token, but not anything else.
Yeah. Erg. What has happened? Daylight mode is on too. Oh, I probably have just Fog of War on, don't I? That was happening. Alright. Reveal. Did you get anything? Nothing still, Austin?
Nope, nothing.
It's going. I'm gonna refresh. Oh. Is it Magnus? Do I need Magnus?
There we go.
Oh my goodness.
No, I can see it.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, okay, fine, whatever. Alright, so as you fly up, Omarin, in your sparrow form, you come to the top and you see a small tower with 4 sort of arches made of a refined cloud stuff. It seems like a sort of almost like
It's aerogel.
sure. And yeah, you see that there's a sort of entrance, but it's a small tower, and yeah.
Nice. Are there any windows or anything that I could peek my head in?
No, only the front entrance,
Only the entrance.
which seems to have just a couple layers. You flip by in your form, and yeah, it seems to just have like one set of like heavy curtains on the outside, But as the wind shifts, you can see on the inside there's another set of curtains.
Can he sort of go through the first set of curtains and then poke his little head through the second?
Well, the outer curtains are pretty heavy because they're meant to keep out. So you're either going to need to sort of time the shifting of the winds.
Try to
or
time the
push
shifting of the wind.
All right. Make me a survival check. In your little sparrow form, you take 3 damage, which I think is enough to...
Yeah, probably turn me back into an elf.
Poof, you suddenly take, a collapse sort of on the floor, right in the midst of these outer curtains. And you can see the inner ones are sort of a little more gossamer, and you can see through them. And you see a genasi. I have a more detailed picture.
Ooh.
An air genasi, specifically.
Ooh.
Meditating on this really finely woven carpet, exquisite carpet in the center of the room. She's surrounded on all sides by glowing braziers, but they don't burn with actual flame, just
Continual flame.
yes.
What is our perspective on this?
You guys are 300 feet down, and all you see above you is just a thick.
Just the bottom of the. I mean, we saw the captain fly into it.
Fly up over the side of it. Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, Captain, did you try to fly into the cloud, into the mist of the cloud?
No, definitely not.
All right, just putting words in his mouth.
So Omarin is going to clear his throat and then sort of bow deeply and say, "A little sparrow got caught in the wind and appears on your doorstep."
This is a
poem?
I would not have expected the spur to produce something strange so quickly, but the rumors must be true. I've only been meditating here an hour or so.
The spur is a strange and awkward place.
What do you mean awkward?
Well, for those of us who are used to having our feet on the ground, it is windy and cold, and very, very, very high.
Would you prefer your feet on the sturdy planks of a ship?
Yeah, their legs on the sea, that's what Omarin prefers.
You can stand up, You don't have to keep lying on the ground like that.
Oh, he was just bowing. He'll sort of stand up and...
Well, with that nice bow and those, make me a charisma check, persuasion, just to, or a charisma check of your, performance could work. Or
they're equal. I'll try performance. Oof. Oh God.
Paying for it. He had the good rolls earlier, and now it's
So whatever you did seemed to greatly offend. Suddenly this Genasi's face turns dour and says, "So you're here to deceive me, to spy, perhaps to kill me and take my tower. I see what this is. I see your lies. That is why you came in so disguised." And he starts going into the motions of casting. You can make me a Arcana check to see if you can recognize what what he's casting, but I'll give you an advantage on this.
They've really got your number, huh?
Yeah. Well, so yeah, the second one, you're racking, and suddenly you recognize his motions are the mimicking of a gust of wind. So you have a second to react before the gust bursts forth.
He's just gonna like grab onto the heavy curtains, like sort of wrap them around his arms, like those dancers do.
Oh, I mean, well, yeah, they're a little less pliable than you would like, but you're gonna just try to hang on.
I mean, I was literally gonna step off anyway, so let's see how this plays out.
Oh, sure. Well, make me a strength saving throw with advantage for your grip on the curtains as this wind comes rushing towards you.
13's probably not enough.
You try to hang on. Your grip is slipping the curtains. Yeah, you weren't able to just wrap them quite tightly around your wrists. And you go... This thing, well... I don't know what's about... Beam... Say, smoke. See if that works.
Yay!
Yeah. You go 15 feet off and knocked backward, and as you're knocked, you can feel your feet is touching something almost semi-solid, almost like a thick, wet sand beneath your feet. Is what this cloud feels like, rather than just vaporous air. But you're pushed right to the edge, teetering on it before you stop. And he says, "Do not come back to my tower."
Okay. If you change your mind, though, well, I'm very boring up here. And then Arnold.
That's
Just-
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, you're gonna get thrown off.
I mean, I'll just turn into a bird and fly back down.
All right. So you fly back down in your bird form. What do you say to your comrades?
I say, yeah, I basically relay what happened.
What happened? I wasn't paying attention.
I think, yeah, I wasn't there.
I flew up and encountered a tower floating on top of a cloud, and there was a creature of air inside,
It seems, very good.
Like an elemental, like an air elemental,
like a
or an invisible stalker.
like a genasi, right? Is that right, Zach?
Yes, it was Genasi.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a genasi, and I was very pleasant, but I don't think she liked the look of me or the smell of me or the cut of my jib or something.
We all nodded, so that's very understandable.
Mm-hmm. That tracks.
But she liked me enough to blow me, and then here I am.
So she kicked you out of her tower in the cloud. Did you learn anything useful? Should we go back there?
She just said she wanted nothing to do with me, but the rest of you could perhaps try it out if you were. I don't know. You could give it a go.
Did she
I
seem
mean, we have
hostile?
no reason to plunder
did you
her
tell
home.
But
No, she seemed lovely until something I said.
we
her
do
off.
have one potential reason, which is that if she's like a powerful mage of some sort, maybe she might have like a cure for the mummy rot.
Yeah.
She said something about being up here looking for sort of strangeness.
I don't know if
Something-
mummy rot is strange, but
That's true.
I'm willing to take a shot at it.
You could, perhaps you might want to borrow Bolo's flying apparatus if you intend to go. climb
good
up
point,
and
actually.
say hello.
That is a good point. We do ostensibly have a flying machine.
Or a gliding machine or something.
It is not so much a flying machine as it is a gliding flying machine.
It's falling with style.
But
It doesn't very well go up that well.
Right.
Yet.
But like, okay, so the situation though, right, is that the cloud with the tower on it is parked adjacent to the spire. But it's not at like the top, right? Like you could get higher and fall onto it. I mean, maybe you could even like walk onto it from if we climbed up high enough, probably.
Walk onto it, but you know, if this genasi is feeling a certain way and gives you that good blow, you might end up
Good point.
with your head in the clouds.
I don't know why you have to say that in the most difficult way possible, but yeah, like that is you're right. I would not want to get knocked off of her cloud with a tower on it. All right. Well, I mean, I think we should keep climbing up and try at least to make
like
contact.
hail her from higher up in the tower.
I was gonna like say hi or whatever.
I mean, I think you're right that maybe she could help us heal. I asked her, I was like, you have no idea what you might have said to offend her?
At all. Not one bit.
Not a single thought. Okay. That doesn't help us
That's what
very
a
much.
0 will do for you.
Yeah. Well, Captain, can you turn back into a goat so that we can climb?
Nope, spent my 2, blew my load.
Oh, God. So we gotta physically carry. What does the path sort of ahead look like?
So
A
up
path,
ahead, yeah. So luckily, you seem to have gotten onto some sort of old trail, right, or old maybe stair that has long since been eroded away. But now you've found your resting your climbing muscles a little bit and able to or just scrabble, right, rather than climb straight up. But eventually you think to get up on top of this cloud you need to do a little more climbing, but the stone seems solid.
Okay. Is it just like something that's going to be slow going, like sort of passing Bungo between us? And
Or we could just stay here for another day. Is there any
can
harm?
Bungo handle another day?
Yeah, every day.
Yeah.
But you also regain your wild shapes on short rests.
Oh, that's right. Okay, I'll take a short rest. Thank you, Zach.
I mean, if you want another hour.
Thanks, Rules Daddy. Oh, yeah. So we will a short rest. I will get my wild shapes back.
Bungo over there is just itching and scratching.
Yeah, no, I'll just be over here. It's all good, guys.
We're doing everything we can. We need to get to the spire.
Oh, I can see that you're up there trying to get blown by air ladies, and no, I get it. It's important.
It's important stuff. I mean, Bungo, it seems like Bungo, it seems like you got blown by some air ladies back in wherever you were.
She was a normal lady at the time.
Oh,
Right.
okay. Oh. Hey, well, I'll turn into a goat.
All right. You're carrying Bungo. Well, Bungo could also use, if he wants to, his aid for the day, which it lasts 8 hours. Then he could climb on his own with 5 hit points and raise his max 5.
We could do whatever the fuck you did before and go crazy and start attacking us.
It wasn't on purpose.
Well,
I don't know what this...
Bungo, you can freely use aid just once per day now. You seem to feel that you have that ability.
Oh.
Well, I mean, Bungo, you can save it. I'll use my one wild shape and carry you, and then if we need to,
Okay.
use it again.
All right. Everyone give me a strength athletics check this time. Because this is just hard climbing, but you're fresh.
That was a save, whatever.
Not
check.
save, yeah, check.
Oh no, that wasn't.
Is this is a regular athletics check?
Yeah, it's regular athletics.
Yes.
9 isn't great.
There we go.
All right. Yikes. Well, Sweetness, you leave everybody behind. Your curiosity is getting a handle on you.
You guys, I'm getting to the top of this tower.
Well, yeah, you head up and you can't help but reach up and like touch the cloud. When you get close enough, and yeah, you feel almost even from the bottom, it's got like almost this moist, wet, but pretty solid texture.
Oh, like a spongy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Can I see the tower atop the cloud?
Yeah. So eventually, you're able to sort of work your way around, and yes. From sort of you peek up over the top of the cloud, which has some swirling, little eddies of actual vapor. But you see, yeah, this is a pretty short tower. It's only 15 feet high.
Okay. Does it look like I could get to it?
Oh yeah. You could easily just. You think walk across this
Like
cloud.
step onto the cloud and sort of walk to the tower?
Yeah.
All right, how far behind me is everybody else?
Now, why can't you see it?
Oh, sorry. I didn't.
No, I mean...
Oh, now I was... Hold on. Yeah, sorry. Now I can see me.
Yeah, but... Can't see the thing. Magnus over here. Oh, well, jeez, Magnus. I had to move you first. All right, you can see now, right? No, you can't.
We can see.
I
mean,
can.
we can
I
see
see
it.
me.
Oh, you can see.
Well, I can see the environment around him too, right? Like you can see the tower, right?
Yep, I see the tower. I see the Genasi lady.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
he sees the right stuff.
I'm seeing all the right things.
Great. So what do you do?
Well, how far behind me is everybody else?
It'll probably be at least 10 minutes. Yeah.
Okay, I mean, not one to, I think I'll holler down and be like, I could see the tower. I could get to it. What should I do? Since I abandoned all of you below.
You can see I'm like pointing like I'm gonna shout, and I'm just too winded. I'm just like.
I'll see if I can convince her to help.
Oh no.
All right. Doctor is in. All right, I think I'll, I can
Let's freshen up.
clean myself up a little bit, check my pits, and make my way. Is there a door?
Again, there are these like thick, almost leathery
Curtains. Okay, sorry.
curtains.
Can I see anything? Like, are they blowing at all?
Yeah. You can see.
I'm
Yeah,
not really knowing what to do. I'm kind of like, excuse me. Hello? Yeah.
I told you not to. Oh, you smell different than the other one.
I'm sorry to intrude. I know you're probably very busy. Could I come in?
Ah, you asked permission. That is nice. Yes, you may enter my abode.
Like sort of gingerly, cautiously, I part the curtains, and I'm looking around, perhaps a bit nervously as well. Yeah, and I'll step through, into the space. Okay, paint the picture.
All right.
Repaint the
So,
picture.
yeah, as you stepped through the second layer of curtains, they feel, almost like they're of a weave you can't place. They're not made of anything produced by animal or plant fibers.
I see Sweetness linger, and he's like, "Oh, maybe give it a
Yeah,
little bit."
it's something almost effervescent.
Quite nice. Yeah.
Effervescent.
Effervescent is like, I think,
Yeah.
bubbly. A drink is effervescent.
Yeah, I mean, sort of. I mean, give that little tingle on your fingers.
Oh,
when you
okay.
touch it. Yeah. And yeah, these glow lamp sort of braziers surrounding. You can see a simple desk, along with a chair and just a couple pieces of very flowing statue-esque art, like almost as if part of the statues have been like pulled away by currents of wind and shaped.
Do I recognize any? I mean, from the various statuary that we've seen on our way up the spire, do I recognize any semblance between the statuary
Not at all.
here?
No.
Not at all.
This is very different stuff.
Okay. And is the Genasi still seated in a meditative position upon this mat or rug?
She raises, and actually, almost she floats up to her feet, right? So she just sort of like hovers up, and her legs unfold beneath her, with this gentle rising motion, and she settles on the ground.
Oh, okay. I think Sweetness nervously, but he's like, "Hi."
She has this like breathy kind of laugh. Oh, you people down below are so tense.
We are very high up, and currently in the kind of. Are there any windows or anything? I mean, can I see
No.
outside? We're fully in the tower. Sort of.
So
Then
it's
gesture
blocked. Yeah.
behind me, and I'm like, and we are floating on a cloud. It's uncharted territory for someone like me.
Such a simple word for it, but if you must, yes, a cloud we are on.
Well, yeah, this is quite the place you have here. Look,
My name is Ethelthrutha.
Ooh, a lot of very windy name.
Thank you.
Hufflepuff. Pleasure to meet you. I'm Sweetness. They call me. But my real name is.
Your aroma precedes you.
Oh well, thank you. Look, I'm sorry to interrupt your research. I'm not sure what you're doing here, but
Oh,
yeah,
would you
and
like to know? I could brew some vapor.
okay, that does pique his curiosity, and he nods. Yes, he'd love some vapor.
Well, she just sort of conjures in her hands like up these two little clouds, and she's like, "Okay, may I?" And you feel like little bits of your like herbs and stuff get
Oh.
pulled off, like
Yeah,
just
yeah.
little bits here and there, and she whirls them up in these little almost tornado clouds in her hand, and she's like, "All right, you gotta catch this."
Oh, I'm ready.
Oh, with your mouth. I meant.
Oh,
And
I try.
It's very easy. It almost has a will of its own.
And it jumps down my throat.
Well, no, it's sort of more. It lingers, right? It's able to just
Oh,
slow down.
swirling about my mouth.
Yeah.
I'm making all kinds of noise that might give indication to someone outside if they heard that they might think I'm getting a blowjob. I'm like,
Taste of your own medicine.
I think after I'm like, wow, that was amazing. Thank you. I think sweetness is.
Thank you for being such an entertaining fellow.
Yeah, wanting to sort of linger and hang out. This is quite entertaining. But realizes this isn't. He's here. He is on a matter of some urgency. So kind of bringing himself back. He says, "Well, Aphothufa, thank you so much for your hospitality. This is really, just been a wonderful few moments. I'm so sorry if my friend, our captain, had offended you earlier. You see, we've been on.
You knew.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. I don't want to interrupt her.
She asked you a question.
Oh, what did she say?
You knew that one?
Oh, yes. Yeah. He's our captain. We came from a ship, and he's our captain.
A ship? Captain?
It's like
speaking another language to me.
This, but on water. Anyhow, we've been on a very long journey up the spire, and you see, one of our friends has come down with a bit of an ailment, and seeing that you are clearly of some magical prowess, it would put us deeply in your debt if you could perhaps help us or take a look. We sincerely fear for his life.
Let's have a persuasion check, shall
Well,
we?
he's never been known to be particularly charismatic, but
I'm gonna give you advantage for your decorum and
thank you.
reasonability of your request.
All right, still a -1. Here we go. All right, 16.
All right,
It's not
so
the worst.
Not the worst.
Well, as she looks at you, as you know, she's almost like trying to read your aura in a way, right? Read how the winds are shifting around you. That's what you sort of get from her with your studious eye. And she's like, well, I am not the most skilled with the healing arts, of course, but I would examine, and perhaps some of my barter items could help.
Oh, I mean, sweetness is just effusive. Thank you. That what a gift. Truly. Now I'm trying to think like, okay, how are we gonna? I'll check on my friends. I'll be just a minute.
You are very, very tense still. I think you might need another.
Swirly?
But she like waves you, like
All right,
almost
so
laughing.
Yeah, I'll peek my head back out. Can I see has the group made any progress?
I mean, they're almost here. You see Varanus sort of. This time it seems like his claws maybe have started to become filed down. He's going a little slower, but everyone eventually makes it up.
Yeah, once they're, I can help them scramble over. I'm like, I think she'll help us. I think she'll take a look at Bungo. I kind of look over at the captain. I'm like, I think it's probably best if you stay out here.
That's fair. We'll do.
So I don't know if Kylam and I or maybe want to carry him in just so
Yeah,
that
maybe
it's
just the two of us.
Yeah, no. Who's the silent one? Yeah, so we'll carry Bungo in.
Hello.
Polo's like, I'll stay outside with Captain.
I'm forgetting
Yeah,
about
Baroness too.
Right.
Which, by the way, I rolled poor on the climbing. I assume that's a level of exhaustion.
No, not this time.
Okay.
This time was just more like slow going. Yeah. All right. So, yeah, you are able to, with sweetness, carry Bungo's form into this, and immediately the Genasi is, in fact, she like floats backward to almost sit on her desk, and it's like, oh, he's festering. Ugh. How do you take his smell?
Myself,
As I'm doing it, I'm like rubbing herbs.
Oh, so it is you who seek magical aid. Bungo, you're muted.
It is I, yes. Yes, I'm apologize for the stench and my dryness. Normally I would sing a tale of your magnificence as a greeting. But unfortunately, alas, my pipes are a bit choked up.
Well-
it is, yes, a truly difficult affliction you seem to suffer.
It is both a disease and a curse, my lady.
A curse? Oh.
Yes,
That is
powerful
what I
magics.
Yes. And she looks thoughtfully, and you see it is... I can... She sort of like rests her head in her hands. I only have something which, well, could at least alleviate your pain and suffering, but cannot remove the curse, perhaps. And she produces from the desk 2 vials of clear liquid with little bits of motes of light, white light that are floating in them. These, well, if you spread this salve on your wounds, perhaps you will be able to restore your vitality. But alas, I fear your internals will still continue to degrade.
Well,
Unless you take...
Oh.
What?
Unless what?
Well, I was going to say, you could take both dose, or apply one on your exterior and imbibe the other. And that would perhaps prevent any progress for another day or so. But beyond that, otherwise, you could use them topically to be able to restore hit points for the day. But
I see.
you'll still lose max HP going forward.
So I can I can either use them to prevent the max HP loss or to get a little HP of actual HP. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you are very kind, my lady. This is a greater healing than I could have possibly hoped to find on this cursed spire.
Acid? No, just places. Well, it sent me all of you for one thing, and yes, you are cursed, but that makes me interested in you. I mean, we might have not had this meeting were you not so cursed. But you
I'm
can
recently
thank your
confirmed
friend.
as very single, so I'm glad that you've taken an interest in me.
Single. I mean, what does that mean? I don't know. The air moves as
Find
it
out.
will.
I'll let you know when I find the the cure to this curse.
But I do have. So you should thank your friend, the sweet one, for his. It was his.
Stop it, Battlefield.
It was his actions that.
Can you spell that name, please?
Yeah, I did. I put it
It's
in
in-
chat.
Oh,
Yeah,
did
the
you? I
chat,
didn't know.
chat,
You did. Yeah.
Right under my list.
Oh, Apple Rutha.
Apple Rutha.
Nice. Pretty name.
Yeah. So she says, but I am a wanderer, traveler. I seek interesting new things. And the legends of the Spire, well, they even have been heard in the Overbright, where I come from. And I wanted to see, and so I parked my cloud and tower right up next to it, and began meditating with the winds, and then there you have it. You appear.
I think, yeah, thank you. Thank you so much for this. Is there anything we can do for you in return? This was such a kindness to us.
Oh no, you are free to, remain on my cloud for, well, not as long as you wish, but as long as the winds deem it.
Well, guys, it's pretty nice here. I say we just stay. Yeah, sure, but I sort of looked to Kylum and Bungo and
I mean, while we're here, clearly you have a great knowledge about the wind and clouds and stuff.
Sweetness, that's right. Oh yeah, we should
On
ask
our
her
way
about.
here, we were stopped by at a temple, and the people there were abducted by some sort of cloud monsters. I don't suppose you would know anything about that.
How monsters? I mean, there are plenty of creatures that take the form of, well, similar to what you call clouds. Yes.
I think they were. I looked to Sweetness. Like, what were they? Cloud giants or something?
They were large cloud beings. They had the shape of rotund
Golems,
humanoids.
I believe.
Gollum.
Who seems to be like listening in from the outside, right outside at this point. Tired as he is. Good. Yes, I think they seem to be fairly mindless. But but intent on carrying out their task.
Yeah, I don't suppose if you know anything about that, just or how we could find them. We kind of came up here to help the pilgrims who got abducted.
Abducted? Oh. Fine. Well, I've heard of. Well, yes, they are often used as a labor source in the overbright cloud golems. They are very good at building our overbright structures because they can move around freely and do not tire. But, well, what would you like to know about them?
Like, who would do you know of anybody who would use them to abduct pilgrims for some reason? Like, does that ring a bell?
No, I
Like
know nothing of pilgrims or
Huh.
abductions. I like I said, I only came to the spur from the legends, and so far as I know, there's no legends about
Sure.
cloud golems. However, right, this was constructed by the giants, so some of them being cloud giants may have cloud golems.
Okay. That makes sense. It's fair enough. Do they have any like weaknesses or anything? If we end up fighting them to rescue the pilgrims, like, do they have vulnerabilities?
As well as sensible inquiry. So although you cannot, of course, knock them down, being made of cloud, they are especially susceptible to any spells that manipulate the air. They can be easily pushed around.
Okay. All right. That's a pretty good trick. Thank you.
Oh. Right, is there anything else we want to ask around?
And
Should we
of
start
course,
climbing
do
this
not
overbright?
try to use any. Only the. And she moves her hands in this karate chopping motion. Only the cutting of their cloud form has potential to do any real damage.
As opposed to like punching?
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
Or poking.
I look at my rapier sadly.
But your blade I can see is magical, so.
Yes. Yes, it is. So, it can do many great things. Well, thank you
Would
for
you
all
like
your
to
wisdom.
trade it? I am in the market for. And she immediately opens part of her desk, which starts to unfold into this small little shop. And so I've posted item inventory. I mean, of course, some of them you don't know what they do, but that's kind of the point, because you don't know what they do unless you.
Well, I'm afraid my rapier is not for trade, as it is a family heirloom. And, I think the old ancestors would look down on me for that. Plus, I may need it to poke some cloud golems soon. But we have plenty of other trinkets and stuff that we may trade. We are adventurers by trade. In addition to being sailors.
You trade on the trade of adventuring?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ah. Why didn't you say so?
It's weird we didn't. Yeah. So, I think we could definitely trade some stuff, like those potions over there, for example.
Potions?
Yeah, in the Discord chat, there's a list of stuff.
I'd be interested in those. I have a few minor magic items, which maybe you'd be interested in.
Oh, what would they do?
I have here a candle of the deep, which is not extinguished when immersed in water. It's a candle you can
Ooh.
use underwater.
She didn't know what the sea was.
Yeah, well, it might be a tough sell, but we're gonna find out.
You know, it might be worth trading. I'll consider it. Sure. What else?
What does slippery sandals do?
I'm sorry?
Slippery sandals.
Slippery sandals.
That is
I
great.
think they give you bonuses against
I think.
grappling and stuff.
What about Ring of Obscuring?
Let's see. All right, slippery.
Ooh, a Ring of Clear Skies.
It's like Ring of Obscuring casts Fog Cloud.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, the stuff that's not listed with a parentheses thing is a normal magic item. And if it has parentheses, it's from my third-party stuff. So, you know. Bungo, you can make me a history check for the slippery sandals.
Sure.
And you notice, Sweetness, as you're looking at them, they have little tiny wings of silver sort of etched into the sandal thongs. Bungo, I mean, basically you think these are sandals for someone, good for someone who likes to move, not be tied down.
So I should wear these sandals.
I mean, that's an option. Let's see. Any other questions? Hedge Mage Gloves allows you to cast like a few, you know, prestidigitation and like Mage Hand, you know, basic spells.
Yes.
I actually just
either-
want the Potion of Comprehension. Like, there's two of those, and those are the ones that speak to me as, like, healing potions, too, to some degree, but mostly the Potions of Comprehension. So that's a problem we've run into.
Kind of like these eyes of the eagle. What do you want for that?
She looks, I mean,
I've got some sweet fragrances.
I think you'll need you won me over with that, but we're doing business now.
Now we're doing business, right?
Yeah, I mean, I certainly have stuff to trade. Like, that's not an
well,
issue. I mean, I have more stuff, too. I mean, I don't know how expensive we want to get on this, but I have plenty of things to trade.
Well,
If you have something you want to get rid of, I think I'm just thinking my character wears glasses. I could replace them,
Sure.
you know, with those. And that'd be cool.
Yeah, totally. So, you know, I have, for example, a giant
broomstick?
sapphire ring.
sell our sapphire ring? You're gonna let us sell the nose ring from the giant that you risk your life to climb up? This is Magnus.
Yeah,
speaking.
for magic items, yeah.
Bongo, you got any response to that? You might.
To be clear, it's an incredibly valuable ring. Like, I kind of said, like, it's like, let's say that I have a number here of how much gold it's worth. It's a large number.
And what are we doing with this very valuable ring?
I was going to trade
sell
it for some magic
to
items.
get some new glasses.
I mean, it's your ring.
It's kind of the party's
Well,
ring.
no,
You
it
helped
was
get
your
it.
ring. You got it.
Oh,
I mean, it was a joint effort, but
I mean, sure.
I
I mean,
mean,
that bag of holding would be kind of nice. Do we think that we're going to need this ring for the plot later?
no, I think it was just money.
Okay.
At least that was my take on it. I think it was just money.
Yeah.
But it's be clear, it's
I
a
think
lot of
that's
money.
mostly-
I don't want to downplay that. Yeah, so I don't know how much stuff could we get for this?
Several months.
Yeah, how much stuff could we get for this though?
Well, what is it? I mean, it's shiny.
It's a giant sapphire ring.
But so it's got gold and it's got a big sapphire attached to it. And it's
I'm gonna
large.
run.
Okay.
While we barter.
Well,
I mean, she seems like you're gonna need to sell her on this. Like, she doesn't seem intrinsically interested in it.
I mean, Kylam here is not one to like. He's probably not the right guy for the job. In that, like, describing the importance of rare jewels is like the importance of them is that other people think they're important. So, you know, if you don't think they're important, then I don't think they're important. I don't know. It's kind of tough sell. Also, I've got this spice pack. And I got the let's see, it is
Keyword's handy spice pouch.
Yes, I do. Keyword's handy spice pouch. Makes things taste good.
Love that.
Or smell good.
Spices are great at that. Yeah, potpourri. You know,
Intriguing.
I'm just like, forget this ring. You know, like
This.
this is the real shit.
So you've got me with those two common magic items, but for these eyes, you could see for miles. You know, with these eyes.
Miles, you say?
Yeah, in detail.
It's pretty good. How about a you don't seem to like water stuff. I have some water themed things, but they don't. It feels like a tough sell. I've got a breathing bubble. Which, hey,
Breathe just fine, thank you.
okay, but here's the thing. You ever go too high? Have you ever noticed that it's harder to breathe when you go too high?
No,
Okay, that's fair.
our species can never suffocate.
Then you don't need this. Okay. Anybody else got any magic items?
She starts to yawn a little bit
Yeah.
after this presentation.
Clock's still ticking for old Bungo, isn't it?
Yeah, let's wrap this up. What do you want to do here? Anything you're interested in?
Yeah.
Varanus is like, well, I've got the giant's tools.
Let's trade away all of Varanus's stuff. His cloak, his staff, his...
Does she want griffin eggs?
Let's
His
trade
cloak is already
Varanus.
gone. Let's see. He does have a magical bean that he pawned off of the dark elf pouch.
I think we want to keep that and see what happens to that.
Well, aside from the giant's tools and the griffin eggs, that's all Varanus got. She's like, oh, I mean, those tools, well, I guess they're fairly unique. And they're old, I get. That's something. So, for the two items from the metal one and the giant's tools, I suppose, for the eyes of the eagle, that is fair.
Could you throw in a potion of comprehension?
Oh. I'll throw in, well, I'll throw in both potions of comprehension. They've been in the inventory so long, no one buys them.
Well then, in exchange for those, okay, this is gonna be a callback. That is not gonna make any sense that I had this here. I want to say this is a goof moment. All right, get ready for this one. Do you remember in like the first thing, or the one thing I took, the first thing we did, when we left the ship that we were on, I took one thing with me, And I think it's time, the generosity here for the potions. And I bring out a vase. The vase that I took from the first ship that we were on. It has no value. It is just a vase. But I'll trade these for the potions.
Oh. This... and she places it, at the foot of one of those statues to the side of the room. Does it do anything?
Yes, it is used to hold things. It is ornamental, but also a container.
Oh.
Solid things. Air tends to escape, but that's intentional.
Intentional.
Yeah.
Oh, then.
Helps you separate your air from your non-air.
Or she flips it up on the desk and taps the bottom. Oh, it's not a very good drum, I don't think. No. Okay. Well,
This practice makes perfect.
or it can be used, you break it and then you blow it at your enemies and cut them to ribbons.
Can't believe I didn't think of that.
Well, you have to have a certain touch with the winds, dearie.
It's true. I guess I'm more water themed. Okay.
Well, she's like, well, it seems, if you're not going to trade away that sword or that tome the wizard has.
No, maybe later with the tome thing.
Yes, I think it is. Our business is concluded, and we can all have swirlies.
Yay!
Whirlies.
Excuse me.
I think
That
this is
does
what the
sound nice.
captain thinks is a blowy. This is what the captain meant by a blowy.
I don't think this is what he meant.
So, those of you who stick around can get some air cocktails.
I think it's just like blasted my helmet. Like, okay.
Oh, yes. Well,
Cool.
You'll get it someday, I'm sure.
So I added 2 potions of comprehension, and we also got the eye thing. I don't remember the name of it.
Eyes of the Eagle.
Cool. Looks good. All right, we'll be on our way. We've got to rescue the pilgrims, find a cure for our friend, search out the fallen star, and also do something for a dragon. We've got a lot on our plate.
Yeah.
Ow. I mean, I wish you luck.
Thank you.
Wish. She winks.
All right. Hope renewed.
All right. So, Bungo, do you apply or drink any of the...
Yeah, I will apply one of them, and then I'll save the other one, because I don't have to make the check till after we rest, right? So, like, I could drink the medicine before I go to bed. Like, I could make the choice for the second one then, right?
Sure.
All right. So, yeah, so I'll apply the first one topically. So how much healing does that get me?
Well, you need to spend your hit points or get healing. So you're still at 0 right now, but you're able to gain health again.
So it just allows me to gain hit points.
Yes.
It does not give me hit points.
Right.
Okay. All right, well then, Sweetness, do you have some healing stuff you can hit me with after I ointment?
Sure can. Butter yourself up, because here I come.
All right. I get all buttery in the Genasi ointment.
All right. And maybe we could take a little break
Sure.
while we take care of this healing stuff and
Sure.
ready to move
We'll
on.
do the bookkeeping. So,
All right, be right back.
Um,
All right, we're all back here. So our party has completed their negotiations. Bungo has been restored to, well, at least some form of semblance of his former self.
I got better.
He says from the Minotaur helmet. Um, Sweetness has now obtained his first real magic items, though he's not exactly sure what or how to do with them yet. And, well, everyone is ready to push on, and so you climb yet again. Um, the rhythm you've established over the past days of climbing is just so now hammered into you. Bolo's little devices helping you along the way. And Sweetness, you remember from that mural that you had found in or seen in the crypt that seemed to indicate sort of a cleft and a secret stairway.
Yes,
Yes, yes.
I do remember this.
And so as you're nearing, right, you see the layer of the thick layer of the overbright clouds forming almost a solid, a solid platform around the spur above you, still several hundred feet off. But you remember that mural from the giant crypt.
Yes.
So you lead the group to this long stairwell with many, many broken. Oh yeah, I should center here.
Oh,
yeah.
Cool little. That's cool artwork. Nicely done.
Yeah, many broken columns that have cracked and tumbled down, shattering parts of the stairway.
Are we still beneath? Like, does it feel as we're going up here that we're like approaching a solid ceiling of cloud?
I mean, in a sense, but
I say solid, but I mean, is it like a as far as we can see up
no,
this?
it's not as far as you can see. Really, it might break away, a couple hundred feet away from the spire. Yeah, in some areas. But they're some of the clouds do, in some of the directions rather, the clouds do seem to go on for a while.
Okay. And are we like getting close to that? Like,
Yeah, a couple hundred feet more, you guys will be at that layer. But you found the secret stairway.
come on, guys. It's not a secret anymore.
yeah. I mean, let's go.
All right,
I'm
so
feeling
you
much
climb
better,
your
so.
way up the broken path. And soon, although some spots may require a little jumping, you soon crest the top of the staircase and see this, broken and crumbled shrine of some sort with a massive giant statue or statue of a giant, rather.
A giant
How
statue.
large is the statue?
I mean, it's the size of a giant, but it also seems to be of a giant.
So it's like a 1-to-1 representation of a giant.
Yeah, exactly. It seems to be a storm giant from the looks of it, with sea life sort of tangled in its beard, wielding a depiction of a lightning bolt in one hand, as well as a great oar planted down in the other.
Okay.
And surrounding sort of the statue and the rubble, this place seems to have accumulated, a little bit of water, right? Like a foot deep, maybe, puddle of water up here.
I mean, I'm happy to go check it out.
Yes, why don't you, Kyle?
I will examine like the pool of water. Like, is there anything in there?
Well, make a perception check.
Sure. Yeah, let's go with that. I can perceive. Sometimes, depending on the situation.
Bungo, you want to get us to detect magic over here?
Do you think it's necessary?
I mean, yeah.
Are those limited per day?
No,
Remember, if you use the compass,
Okay. No, that's what I
Yeah.
mean. I just didn't know if the
as
compass.
long as you spend your action each round.
Okay.
Sort of using it.
Sure.
Yeah.
I spin up the compass.
All right, so you take out the astral compass, its needle with 3 pieces of star metal, and its needle is stiffly pointing towards sort of the center of the spire, and then, of course, if you orient it upward, also upward. Oh yeah, and you definitely sense, well, a magical energy in both this water, in sort of this stone pile behind it, and as well as the statue itself.
All right. Well, I'm happy to report that the water's magic, the statue's magic, and I think there's something magic in that pile of rocks over there.
How much magic?
So, you know what? Your intuition about when to use detect magic clearly better than mine. That's why you're the captain.
I mean, I think in many past lives, I think in a past life I was once a wizard.
Maybe more than one past life.
Maybe it's true. Maybe multiple past lives. What kind of magic?
What kind of magic do I sense?
Yeah, you continue to concentrate, Bungo.
Sure.
Everyone give me a perception check.
Oh boy.
Well, I haven't attuned yet.
The
So
thing is,
this
that's
one-
always something DMs say before something good happens.
Yeah.
right.
Wow.
That or what's your passive perception? Oh wow, very poor.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I'll take advantage.
Well, Kylum and
The elves.
both the captain and the exo, right, seem to have some sort of intuition that something might be going on here. And so luckily you're able to yell out to Bungo before he gets ambushed by a tendril of water trying to wrap around his
Oh.
leg.
Bungo, watch out!
Oh! Wow.
Oh my god.
Bungo, watch out faster!
So he would have had advantage, not that he needed it. However, but since the captain and Kylum warned you, that negated that. Do you have anything Barb-like to say?
Yeah.
I guess you are surprised technically, so you can't take actions or
Oh.
reactions. So
Well, then never
I
mind.
shouldn't have suggested it. That roll.
Ow. Is that, hang on, 18 plus 5, this 22? 23?
Let's see. Yeah, so 5. Oh, yeah. 23. Wow.
All right, I'm at 1 HP.
And you're grappled
And I'm grappled.
Bungo!
by the water.
Oh, guys, a lot of magic around here. Ah!
Yes, as this just tendril of water pulls you towards this fountain, or this this previous fountain that
Good
was on
God.
the ground there.
Jeez.
Pulls you toward this water, and it's like wrenching the compass from you, but you're gripping it with Magnus's help, maintaining an iron grip.
My
And
1
we
HP.
can roll initiative here.
Oh no, my token wasn't selected. What a noob.
Classic.
It's the thing, you play enough Magic and you realize the only HP that matters is the last one.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. And if you hadn't done the aid,
It's true.
it's all. All right. Let's see. Varanus is still tired out. He's hanging with Bolo.
Classic
down
Varanus.
below. Yeah, looking at examining the artwork here, trying to find anything that'll be able to use against Lux. But Bungo, you are the first to react after being so grabbed.
Does the mummy rot, does that prevent me from using bonus actions? Is that what that is
Nope.
as well?
Only that was because you were incapacitated at 0
gotcha.
HP.
Okay.
Yeah.
In that case, flame on. I summon the flame blade.
All right. As your bonus action, and are you attacking with your action, I assume?
That's exactly what I'm going to do. Does this have disadvantage because I'm grappled, or?
You're grappled and restrained. So you do have disadvantage on attack rolls.
Okay. $15?
15 is still a hit.
Nice. All right, 12 fire damage.
Right.
If that matters.
However, as your blade sinks into the water, you can feel it's just like steaming a lot, more than doing too much damage.
Oh! I thought my magics could overcome this water, but this is very powerful.
Yeah, and a little cloud of steam envelops you and Omarin that are face to face with this creature. Any bonus action? Oh no, you'd used it.
That was my bonus action, yeah.
That's right.
So I'm
Right.
done.
Sweet, you see Bungo already ailing, gripped in this thing's watery tendril. You're muted.
Sorry. Is he being thrashed about?
Oh yeah, he's being sort of almost choked by this watery grip.
Bad.
This. Because my first thought was actually to rush to him and actually try to grab him and see if I could pull him out of it. Not really having
Sure.
much in the way of magic or anything to.
Yeah. Make me an athletics check.
All right.
Oh, that is just enough
Oh God, thank God.
to wrench Bolo free of the gripping water. You feel it like slide away from you, Bungo, leaving you, completely soaked. But now you start catching your breath. Bonus action, Sweetness.
Thanks, Sweetness.
I'll do a critical analysis on it.
Sure.
Analyze.
Naturally.
And I think
Well, so
that's all I can do. Yeah, really.
yeah, you've been on the seas enough, right? Like you've heard tales.
It's made of water.
Well, it's a water weird. It's like an elemental creature that's gone a little. Well, it seems to be acting a little more hungry than an elemental should be.
Hungry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially after, it seems its like watery tendrils seem to be like snaking after Bungo, but you guys are beating them away.
Sweetness, what is this thing?
Sorry, I'm having to eat some dinner right now, guys.
Fair enough.
I go to bed right after this. So water where?
Yeah, I can tell it's not normal.
It's behaving abnormally.
But
And it's
Bungo,
a long way from its natural habitat.
Yeah, it's also true, right? Someone will have to make an Arcana Arcana check to know more about water weirds themselves.
Space.
What was that?
Mm.
Okay. Good
Bungo,
luck, Bungo.
you're a little too rattled.
I don't know anything about water weirds.
Weirds.
Understandable.
All right, but it's Kylem's turn. Ooh,
Let's get him.
protecting his
Get him. Get him. 13.
Oh, that is barely a hit, which means it's a glancing blow. So we apply its armor AR value to the hit. But still 12 piercing damage. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
With a magical weapon.
That's right. Up into magic,
And
baby.
so you shove the blade, blessed by Corinas himself, and you feel this creature of water start to almost squirm on the edge of your rapier.
Right.
Definitely a solid hit for it.
It doesn't. It's not a bad way to put this, but it doesn't look bloodied, does it?
No.
Not even close.
Well, I mean, it's hard to tell, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I guess I'm to make another attack with my offhand. See how that goes. I miss.
Ooh. As your offhand comes in, the watery creature slaps the blade away. Why don't you make a dexterity save to see how far it went?
Got weird slaps.
Yeah. Oh boy. Good thing you weren't falling. But your second blade falls. It clatters
Whoa!
down the edge of the spire, lost to the winds.
I'll get that later. I'm not gonna get that later. That's it for me.
All right. Well, remember, new house rules for weapon fighting. If you use both attacks during your action, so you still have a bonus action.
Oh,
If you want to do anything with it.
boy, that's such a tough call. Like, I'm honestly not sure. I'm thinking a lot about how much, like, we don't need to cast any protection spells on Bungo, right? That doesn't seem. Come on. Nah, we're not gonna do that. I'm gonna save the spell slot.
All right.
It'll pay off later, I'm sure.
Well, the creature, feeling the bite of your blade, hones in on Kylum here.
Also could have cast protection spells myself, now that I think about it.
Also that, yeah.
That's
19.
a hit.
Whoa, Nelly.
That appears to be a fairly large number.
Yeah. 19 bludgeoning and 6 cold, and you are grappled and restrained. Yeah, this thing, after you hit it was really out for revenge, and both of you being sort of related to the water, it knew exactly how to flow with you to get past your guard.
My one weakness.
Yeah.
That may in fact be. I mean, that was over half my HP. So, like, well, yeah, 19 plus 6. Yeah, that's over half my HP. So I don't know if that's like a thing that does effect.
Oh, right. It does. It triggers a critical injury.
Yes, that's what it's called.
So make a Constitution saving throw.
Delightful.
Yeah.
Love how often this happens to me.
Hey, you are the paladin. I mean, you asked for it.
To be fair, my protective spell would not have stopped this, barely. So I don't feel too bad. Yeah, but I mean, I rolled bad. So that's a 5 on my Constitution saving throw.
I guess bludgeoning. This again, right? It's crushing attack. Your already sort of compromised armor, it finds this weak point, and your armor is just being absolutely almost fused in you. It's biting through your skin. It's breaking bones.
This is what I feel like right now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, except also someone inside the can too.
I'm sorry, you're right. Let me try again.
Right.
Ah!
So your movement is halved. Also, actually, you still have 1 level of exhaustion, right?
Yes. Oh, you're right. My. Oh, yeah. I should have missed that attack. Well,
It's okay.
We'll do it next time.
For story.
Yeah. I'll eat some shit in the future.
Luckily, that means, actually, that means your saving throw was a 3.
Oh, good. That's a good point.
So, crushed bones or collapsed lung in the chest.
Okay.
We're gonna go with it. Yeah, that's it. So all your attacks have disadvantage, and you fall unconscious after 3 rounds.
Sorry, was it a crushed bone or a collapsed lung?
I'll say this crushed bone.
Okay, crushed bone. We'll still put it down.
Yeah,
Crushed
your
bone.
ribs are all of them are broken.
Wow.
Yeah.
And what was the effect again?
Disadvantage on all attacks.
Oh, good.
And in 3 rounds, you fall unconscious.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
All right, Omarin. Why don't you give me an Arcana check with advantage, being so close to the water.
I don't know about this. Maybe it's freshwater.
So all you know is that it is an elemental creature of water, so it probably can understand Aquid, which you also speak.
Interesting. Well, I am going to... Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try this, Zach. What if I cast Create or Destroy Water on it? Destroying, obviously.
Obviously, yeah.
Like
as a
I'll
first level
flick a
spell?
grain of sand at it and then sort of try to magically siphon off its water. And after I do that, I will say an Aquin stand down.
Hmm.
You have nothing to fear from us, and we will get the best of you.
I'm gonna have it make a Constitution saving throw. All right. So And I assume, yeah, you first level casting.
Yep. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So you see instantly some of its watery form seem to almost steam away, and holes in its water temporarily appear before they're closed in again. Um, and you can see it like almost make a mimic of your humanoid-like face, though it doesn't get it perfect. It's sort of like Odo from Deep Space Nine, right? It's like, and it looks askance at you, like curious and well, sort of afraid, but you haven't hurt it significantly.
Yeah.
So sorry. What did you say? What were you trying to?
I said, creature of water, we have no quarrel with you. If you keep attacking, we will certainly get the better of you.
Oh, what? The magic here is so sweet. I can taste it.
If you're looking for some tasty magic, and I point to the halfling and say, he's got some wonderful stuff all up on him. Can I give the elemental mummy rot?
Oh, Jesus.
You can roll a deception check.
Okay. I'm not very good at this. We'll try.
There's always story points with long consequences.
No, I just love the idea of like we carry a halfling around that's like so horribly diseased that whenever there's a horrible monster, we just feed it to the halfling, or feed the halfling to the monster, and it just gets sick and dies.
He's like, yes, the halfling carries the powerful thing.
Oh, that's not what I was going for. Guys, fuck it up!
Yeah, I'll get right on that. I say as
Yeah.
it's crushing the life out of me.
Which brings us back to Bungo. So you're free to move. Kylum has taken your place in the water weird's grip.
Go get him, Kylum. Great work.
I got him just where I want him.
Does this thing threaten a 2-square range, or am I?
It's hard to tell.
Oh, hard to tell. My butthole. All right, fine. I'll just come over here.
Remember, you only provoke if you move farther away from 10 squares.
Right.
Or
Which he was going to do if he thought it was safe.
Instead, I'm going to skirt the battlefield, pulling out my boomstick as I run.
Make me an athletics or acrobatics check as you run up into this puddle here, and it is, pretty slippery. Some grime and muck.
Sure, why not?
You take a little slide,
What does that mean?
landing prone.
Okay. Does that give me disadvantage on a ranged attack?
Nope. Not with you can't use bows, but you can use crossbows and firearms. Yeah.
Great.
Yep.
I do so. Kapow!
Oh. Absolutely. You hit 5 piercing damage. But the bullet seems to just shoot through the water.
Oh my god. Nothing I have is good against this guy.
I mean, yeah, well. And it just turns to you and just like laughs like a babbling brook.
Oh. I hate getting laughed at by Brooks.
Yeah, well, I mean, you are half
I'm a river halfling, you know. I feel like I am master of the river, and now this river is pummeling me, quite literally.
Oh, bonus action.
I'm done now.
Okay. Feats.
Okay. As Bungo's running over to do that, I'm like, wait, we're gonna try to fix you. So I think I'll pop over here and I'm gonna do another healer's kit.
I'll need an athletics check or acrobatics check from you as well.
For what it's worth, I could probably use the healing a little more than him at the moment, given that I'm the one getting crushed. Like, I mean, if it hits Bungo, it'll kill him, but it's probably gonna hit me.
Yeah, I've been basically completely ineffective in actually like getting its attention or doing anything to it.
Okay, so all right. As I'm running, are you like,
You're running.
Are you in its grip? Like, should I try to
Oh,
pull
yeah.
you out?
I'm in its grip, making squeaky toy noises every time it goes like, I was like, oh, you know.
So
Like,
it's grip. I could try to pull him out the same way I.
Yeah, you can try to
same
pull him
idea.
out.
Yeah, I will do that. I will do that.
Athletics check.
Ooh, should I story point? You haven't used any story points because we're all afraid of long.
Remember, the thing with story points now is they have potential long-ranging consequence.
Like Kylan falls in love with me. Right, maybe I prick my back. All right, well, you're the only one I think really capable of doing much harm to this, so I'm doing it.
All right.
Here goes. Woo! Good thing too.
Well, yeah, great. Yeah. So with your monumental effort, right? You're like, I really need to get Kylam out of this because he seems the only one capable here. You put that extra will into your pull and get him free.
okay, nice.
Yeah. I think that's all I can do. I think realizing that since I got him out, I am gonna make myself a little bit scarce and maybe try. Was this just broken stuff right here?
Yeah. So there were two fountains sort of at the entrance of the shrine. This one is more broken than the other.
I see.
But then there's also broken.
Yeah.
Parts of the shrine. Yeah.
I think I'll come over here. Could I even like take cover or hide or nothing?
You could,
Okay.
but you do draw an attack of opportunity. Though it does miss, luckily, as you moved away. It tries to slap at you, but
Did it attack from 5 feet out or 10 feet out?
10 feet.
Look like 10.
Okay, 10.
Yeah.
Good to confirm.
Yep.
Yeah. Can I sort of hide over here? I'll make another dash
you can.
to do some healing here in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
So stealth,
Um.
or can I just take cover? I guess.
Yeah.
Honest to God, we should be running away, by the way. Like, I have disadvantage on all of my attacks, and y'all just said I'm the one capable of doing damage to this. So, like...
Well, what does Kylam do? It's your turn.
Great. Captain, do you think we should make a retreat?
I think we should proceed down the stairs and regroup. But if it follows us, we should defend our retreat.
Sure. I mean, I can cover us on the way out, but you have to get the rest of the party out of here.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So, since just screwing off is the opposite of what I just said, I guess I will instead use fight water with water, as they say, and use my channel divinity to summon my wave guardian.
Nice.
On myself.
Yeah. Wave Guardian, woo!
Wave guardian.
All right. Is it the bonus action to do that, or is it?
It's an action. I'm pretty sure, but because it's channel divinity. Channel divinity is like always an action, I think.
I'm not sure, but okay.
The ones that I look up as examples from other classes are. I mean, I don't know if your class is different, where
Right.
this one's
well,
not.
I mean,
an
yeah.
action.
If you got the.
I'm looking at like a different channel divinity for like devotion, and they're all actions.
Sure.
So that's that. And I'm not gonna use my bonus action, I guess.
Yeah. All right.
I will move. I'll move a little bit away, just to get a head start.
Well, both having broken free, the creature jumps into the pool behind Bungo, quickly disappearing into the water.
We won.
Yay.
Great work.
Before coming up behind Sweetness.
Oh God.
And attacking with advantage. Oh.
Oh no.
"14 bludgeoning and 19 cold, surgeon." Sorry, 5 cold, 19 total.
You're muted, by the way. Still muted, by the way.
Oh wow, I said didn't I have cover?
Came behind you.
You did, but it came out of, nowhere, right? You like
Fair. I'll tell you anyway, I was saying that was 1 point from being half of my total hit points.
oh, very nice. Because of the aid?
Because of the aid.
Nice. All right. Bungo's aid still proves its mettle yet again.
Oh, so does it grab me?
Oh yeah, you are
Oh.
restrained. Captain.
Yeah. So the captain thinks he probably needs to do something.
I can probably get him out of there if you can get the rest of the party free. If you also have a way to get him out of there, that's also good, though. I mean, it's not like don't do that, but I'm trying.
Yeah.
Don't kill yourself trying. Is what I'm saying. Getting out here.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I am going to. I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna get these guys
Really
out.
use a wizard.
We could really use it, but that's okay.
You're saying it like that.
I am going to. I'm going to cast Fairy Fire on this thing. Give us advantage on hitting it.
And it can't disappear like it did in the water. Yes.
I guess it can try to make a save from it, Zach.
Right, I guess it's dexterity save.
And I'm going to sort of. Omarin will take out his trident and his net, which the net's probably not useful here, but it's sort of impactful for the.
Yeah, it's a good end.
He'll yell at Quinn. I'm the one you want to fight. Leave these pitiful creatures alone.
All right. While the captain seems to have drawn its ire, it seems to be covered in these spectral flames. All right. And we're back to Bungo. Still sitting in the puddle next to this big creature.
Bungo, we gotta get out of here.
Are we running?
I think we should. I am pushing for the run strategy.
I'm down for running. I'm down.
It is fairy fired, so you do have advantage on attack rolls against it.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
My attack rolls that are like completely ineffective, regardless of if I hit.
Well, you just run.
Captain, you got to give the order, right? You
Hey,
got to.
you're
Yeah, I am
wielding a
going to
flaming
take
sword
the-
and a pistol. That's pretty cool. I mean,
Sure. You know what else is cool is taking the withdraw action so that you can move without taking opportunity
hey,
attacks.
there you go.
Damn. This man read the rules.
But you can only move 10 feet because you were prone, so you got to stand up.
Oh
first.
my god, you piece of shit!
He sort of read the rules.
You got me again. All right. Sure. Well, I will come back this way, straight back 10 feet.
All right, so you back off a little bit, just out of its reach. All right, Sweets, you are restrained by it also being.
I noticed no one freed me. Okay. Let's see. I don't know what I can do here. Other than try to escape. So,
Just stab it.
I'm restrained, aren't
I don't think that means you can't stab it. I mean, it means you have disadvantage when you stab it.
I? Okay.
I'm not a rules expert. Like, really don't trust me.
Wait till Zach returns. But,
I just kind of try to get like the vibe of the rules from what people have done in the last couple turns.
God, can't someone like cast Fireball and, evaporate all the water?
We just said that fire is like less effective against this guy.
He seems to be
Like-
resistant to fire.
We need lightning.
Well, not against him. I want to evaporate his little pool.
Mm.
I mean, we need lightning though.
We could just leave. Like,
Well, I mean, he's blocking the way, isn't he?
I mean, he's literally restraining you, but I'm saying he'll leave the way we came in.
Oh, I meant, but then what do we do?
Anything
Come back.
else?
Anything else?
Live.
I mean,
Live,
we
breathe.
want to get past him. We want to get past him, right?
Yeah, but this fight has gone poorly.
I mean, we want to get past him, yeah, but
You're saying run away, recoup.
And
yes.
then come back on our own turn.
Yeah,
Get a plan.
run away and live as opposed to stay here and probably die, which is my current read on this fight.
Hey, I'm just saying, like, I didn't know if you wanted to try to run past him.
No.
For instance, while he's busy with me.
I mean, let me put it that way.
But then come get me.
All right, but Sweets, what do you do? So you get the feeling the rest of your crew wants to run.
Mm-hmm. So
You're
can I?
getting crashed.
Is there a kind of contest if I wanted to try to escape?
Yeah, you make an athletics or acrobatics check.
Okay, I think I'm gonna try that. If running is what we're doing, I'd rather do that than stay at his grip. So I will do acrobatics. You ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready? Because here I go. Fuck. Thought that was gonna be an 18.
You try to swim yourself out of the water, but it just continually just wraps around you. You're almost swimming in the air futilely, trying to escape this thing's grip.
Well, I can't move, and I don't really have a bonus action here that I could do, other than scream for help.
Which brings us to the XO.
Yeah. So what I will do, I really just want to leave. I would like to not die here. My ribs are broken. I feel like crap.
Just grab me and pull me out.
I mean, I have a much better solution than that, to be honest.
Okay.
So I'd rather not use it on you. I'd rather use it on myself. Is the thing. But I'm gonna use it on you because you're being grabbed. I will run up to you.
Turn.
I'm sorry.
I might get out the next turn.
It's a great point. You got this. You know what?
Just relax. I'll go down the stairs and just yell to me, "You got this!
Yeah.
You got this!"
You got this. No problem. That said, I did just see what happened last time you made a dexterity roll, so I think I'll take this shot.
That was my warm up.
Okay. Don't keep talking like this, and I'll do it. No, okay. So, I, as a elf of the Eladrin sub race, have an ability called Phase Step, and in particular, I think, you know, I've mentioned several times to Zach that I have a plan for how to get people out of situations like this, which is that it has variations, and one of these variations, the one that I've committed to using, is the spring variation, which is that when I use it, I can touch a willing creature within 5 feet of you, and they then teleport to a place 30 feet away. So I will Phase Step you.
You son of a bitch. I love it. I'm gonna. All right. Make sure it's in the right direction.
Yeah, so I will Phase Step you. I mean, 30 feet. Obviously, like it's tough because there's like a little verticality here.
It's okay. We're in D&D, so you know you can be 30 feet down. It's okay.
Yeah, I mean, my goal is like here-ish.
Sure.
I think that's basically where I think he should land because it gives like a little bit of wiggle room for verticality.
Yeah.
True.
So I try to teleport Sweetness down there.
There he goes.
I am a puking mess. I've never teleported a day in my life.
And I mean, you're going straight through the Feywild here, right? This is like, you know, right through the Feywild. So hope you enjoyed that trip.
The Doctor Strange scene whenever she touches his head, and it's like. This is a traumatizing experience. He has no idea what happened to him.
All right, so that's one. That's only my bonus action, for what it's worth.
Yeah.
So, Omarin, can you get the bungo out of here?
I give it the college try.
You can hear me puking down below.
I'll just like stand in front of Bungo and then he can.
Sure. I can use the rest of my move, right? I keep forgetting if this is one of those games where you can move and then move somewhere. 1, 2. Okay, so we'll just go up here. And I will do my best to attack the water weird. So let's give that a shot. I believe. Sorry, did the fairy fire? It did resolve, right? So I should have.
It did. So you just have a normal roll.
Okay. Oh yeah, great. That's true.
Yeah.
Excellent. 13.
That's a hit. Barely again. Just.
Oh, here's the thing. I remember this
armor.
time that I have 1 level of exhaustion.
Oh. That's right.
Having a tough day.
Yeah, you're almost there, but your muscles just shake at the last second from their overexertion.
All right, but the important thing is what I'm really trying to do here is just draw its attention, and hopefully I'm succeeding, and I can clear the way for the captain to get Bunko out of here.
Do you have a bonus action?
I already used it to teleport him, so we're good.
Oh, right. Teleport. That's right.
So that's it. I've used, by the way, my 1-use Phase Step. So, like, you're out of here with that.
I mean, you've got your
well, it's more fun if they don't know.
All right. Bungo, you are in the water in that fountain over there. And you feel it start to tighten around your feet.
Uh-oh.
Great.
Yikes. Got any barbs?
They need to be really silvery.
Are they silvery?
Like, really silvery barbs.
I'm one slippery fish. Silvery barbs.
All right. Well, there we go.
You can do it. You can do it.
Wow. It rolled.
Jesus. It rolled even better.
Don't worry, it has to take the lower one.
Oh my god, these rolled. No!
22. 2 cold damage.
All right, that's gonna take me to negative 21.
Oh no.
Currently at 24 max HP. Is that
a thing?
am I a debtor? I don't know.
I thought it was.
It's like over
Negative?
half your max or something. I thought if you go to over half your max negative, you die or something like that. I could be making that up.
That sounds right. It's either over half or
Yeah.
over or full, but I think it's
How much does Bungo want to live?
story point.
I mean, whatever. I'll like. I
No,
also
like-
enjoy making new characters. You know.
Well, as you're being like crushed by this tendril of water, and you can feel this extra cold that's seeping into your bones.
Ooh.
And you hear this distant voice. What's the wish worth, Bungo?
I don't know. I don't know.
Is it worth the story that you've been building this whole time? Shall it end here?
I'd rather it not.
Will you give yourself again?
I'm so confused. To what?
What? To life? To power? To the flames?
I mean, Is that gonna help me against this water thing? That is situation that I'm in. I tried fire. I mean, I don't know. Mysterious voice.
You get to make an intelligence saving throw, I guess, with advantage.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Here we go. Intelligence.
Alright, luckily for now, you throw off any murderous thoughts.
Of course.
But,
I mean, I feel like I don't have many thoughts from it.
it's true, it's true.
I'm getting crushed underwater right now. But
No, it's
I don't know. I don't
it's
feel
right.
overly convinced by this mysterious voice.
You don't feel overly convinced?
Yeah, I don't want to give in to whatever this weird flame thing is. I don't know.
That's right. Bungo's
Eager
got his
for
pride.
your life?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what's a better
That's fair
story
enough.
is if I get crushed and then somebody fucking gets my body and then we resurrect me. That makes a great story.
For sure. Yeah.
After we dry, we'll just dump you off the edge of the spire and then pick your body up.
We'll just wish you back. It's fine.
Well, hang on. I need to be intact. Don't just throw me off the edge.
Alright, and
Hurt
as
me.
Bungo is struggling, his Minotaur helmet, you can see is being like almost forced off of his neck from the watery tendrils. And suddenly it just and clatters to the ground. And Bungo's. Well, let's give you one last Constitution saving throw. Because you are Bungo the Indomitable.
The Unbreakable.
Unbreakable.
Unbreakable. Oh!
Well, about that.
Well,
He's dead.
The halfling luck, it had a chance.
my 9 lives have run out.
And you see Bungo's body just settle into the shallow pool.
Yeah.
No air bubbles.
Just
come
your
up.
sweetness from being like, what's happening up there?
Bungo!
Captain Bungo is right next to you. But he's not kicking.
Yeah, I don't really have anything I can do, but I will grab his body and basically, not basically, and run down the stairs with it.
Does that slow you down?
I mean, I'll just sort of like grab him sort of like under the arms and let his sort of feet do the thing where they flap against the stairs awkwardly.
I mean, he's a halfling, so you know.
Mhm.
Yeah, but it's funnier if his feet flap down the stairs. And so I'm
Luckily,
gonna,
this thing has already made its opportunity attack.
I'm gonna get the hell out of here with my full action to move.
As you make your way down, Bolo and Veritas are like, "What? Why did we come up here in the first place?"
Well, we'll go back up there. We've got a plan.
What?
We'll make a plan. I don't need to know that.
Sweetness.
I have
see-
Bunker with me. You can like run to his aid or something appropriately cinematic.
Wrangling down.
I'm still feeling, probably a little ill from my phasing, but yeah, I think this is what is it? Post Mines of Moria, High mournful,
Pity take.
high mournful sound is playing. You know.
It also occurs to you, being pretty, smart. Bungo has the compass.
Oh, I grabbed that off him and I'm like, okay, we're good.
Nope, he's you're far away from him right now.
Oh, he's way up there. Okay.
No, I
No,
dragged him.
Amar's been dragging his body.
Oh, right.
Austin
right.
took me, yeah.
Right, that's right.
With my forearm.
That's what, yeah, you see me running over in slow-mo and that high, mournful
What?
voice is singing, but then I just grab the compass and I'm like, oh, thank God. Not really, I don't do that.
With a story
I-
point. Oh, lucky for you guys. The compass didn't fall out of Bungo's grasp
Nice.
as he was dragged away.
That's pretty funny.
Here's what I'll do. I mean, well, fuck it. I'm a doctor. I'm pounding on his chest. Right? What is it? I don't really know what I'm doing.
Live, damn you.
Yeah, live, damn you! Don't die, and I'll use a story point. I don't know if I can get some kind of roll to see if perhaps it jumpstarts his heart.
Oh my god. Let me die.
I know. Oh my god.
Give me a medicine check with disadvantage.
Sure.
I would
You know, I
like
am-
a you need 2 nat 20s kind of situation.
Yeah, right? I haven't critted in a long time. Today's the
Been
day.
banking the crit.
No.
Not quite.
It's
All
just
right.
you just
Yeah.
keep beating on his chest.
You can hear the bones crunching.
Big
No,
bones
I think-
crunching.
I'm into it. I think it's cool. I think I
Almost
can
has some bad stuff
come up with a
coming.
new character, but then my new character is going to be really concerned about being like, well, certainly we must resurrect your dead companion
Yeah.
whose body that you have kept around.
Bungo comes
mention
back
it.
and the new guy falls off the ship.
These are kind of hard conditions.
Well, I must return to my people now.
under which to meet a new character. We're pretty far from everything.
Well,
It-
you
it
just
can always be
just
a plan.
ran into an air genasi up here.
Yeah.
Okay.
True.
Can always
You'll
be
just
made
be
to work.
a creature of the Overbright.
All right, Kylam.
God, we've lost Varanus basically.
Yeah,
Bungo's
it is
there.
time. I will also run away. Looking back at this terrible water weird, which has cost us so dearly. I thought the water was my ally, but I only adopted it. The water weird was born in
Yes.
the water.
Clearly. Weirded by it.
I mean, yeah, spend my whole turn just getting out of here.
Right. You disengage, I assume.
I mean,
And
it
you
already
just
made its
see-
opportunity attack, right? So, or is that one per round or one per whatever?
Well, did you disengage as an action?
I have enough space, so sure I did. I wasn't really thinking about it, but yeah.
Yeah. I
I
assume, yeah.
yeah.
All right, so you retreat. You can see this water reaching out with its tendrils,
Yeah.
trying to grasp at you, but you get yourself beyond its reach. You look at the broken form and desiccated body of Bungo, and you feel, also real pain as you start. You're almost yourself, Kylan, passing out.
Yeah, I mean, I like fall over, right? I am done,
Yeah.
right? Just completely beaten. Yeah. So Bungo's on the ground, fucking dead. I am on the ground, just like completely like not able to move. Clutching my ribs, right? Like that's where I'm leaving this one.
I guess maybe on that note,
Yeah.
It's a good way to end.
tonight.
Dramatic.
Yeah. So anyway, the party failed to find the fallen star. No, I'm just kidding.
So I spent like the entirety of this encounter saying, "Oh, I can turn into like a shark or a whale and dive into the water and fuck it up."
Yeah.
And I could find no monsters of the appropriate CR that were.
Oh, well, I have the special tide pool elemental I made for you.
Oh, that's right. This is what happens when I don't have a. Is there a token for that?
Yeah, well, it was in the your wild
Yes,
shape.
it's a wild shape.
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we can leave it there for everybody in the stream.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming by. I hope you enjoyed probably our most tragic session to date. I lost my vase that I have been carrying for so long.
It's the set.
And Bungo Barleybrook, the heart of the team, I
Yeah.
think.
Maybe more the soul. How about that? I think.
My question is, what happened to Magnus?
Yes, I actually have that question too. Is like,
Good
how's Magnus
point.
doing?
And, well,
We'll
you
figure
see
that out next time.
as Bungo's life expires, Magnus's spirit reappears.
Oh, you could just be Magnus.
Do I also show up next to Magnus, like fucking the end of Return of the Jedi?
Interesting.
Interesting
Uh,
idea, yeah.
Find Scarlet Gate's treasure.
Okay. Can we have like two ghosts haunting the next character? Like haunted Magnus and Pungo?
That's certainly a possibility.
Oh my god.
Perhaps they inhabit Varanus.
Whoa. I
He
guess
is,
we'll
but
find
in
out
a-
next week or next time.
Yeah, interesting.
On
He is a
the
commander of dead
Fallen Star.
souls. Hmm. All right. Well, thank you for watching, everyone. Yeah. What a session.
Yep.
looking forward to seeing how
things go next time.
All right. See you, everybody.
All right. Take care.
Bye.